The perfect game. 12 strikes in a row without missing a pin.
That's number 10, baby!
It's something that is argued to be the hardest achievement in sport, and it's the pinnacle for bowlers everywhere. But can I do it? Well, I guess your immediate answer would be...
Absolutely no way.
And you might be right. I'm not great at bowling. I play twice a year at friends' birthdays, and so surely I can't possibly hope to get a perfect game.
No!
But what if I live in a bowling alley? Like, properly live in one, and I'm not allowed to leave until I get 12 strikes in a row.
Just past the 30-hour mark.
How many balls, how many nachos, how many nights will it take until I either bowl a perfect game or completely lose my mind?
No!
This video has been sponsored by Saily.
I'm here at Stroud Bowl, day 1, hour 0. Here we go, this is perfect.
As I arrived, I took stock of my surroundings,
Bowling alley, bar.
and there was one thing in particular that caught my eye.
So this must be all the people that have got the Magic 300. How many have there been?
These were the giants of bowling who had come before me, and my cockiness was showing.
I would be the 60th, right there.
Shay, the manager, would be looking after me,
I've got you on lane 1 and I just need your shoe size.
9.
and he decked me out in his finest dribs.
Christen these puppies.
Wearing what can only be described as babe magnets, I headed over to the lane where I'd be living until I scored a perfect game.
So, this is home.
Your lane is on for you.
Thank you very much.
Wish you the best of luck.
Cheers. God, it's 10 to 4. Let's get bowling.
The first thing to do was a control. A perfect game is 12 strikes in 12 bowls, so I needed to see what level I was at. Like every good bowler, I had a shirt,
No time to spare.
and I got started.
Fosh. Enter.
I carefully selected my dance partner.
Shouldn't have done that to public ball.
The challenge begins.
First ball, let's bowl. Not a bad start, a 7 to begin with.
I was pleasantly surprised. Not only did my balls avoid the gutter, but I was actually off to a decent start.
That's good. Ooh. 21 after 3.
And with every swing of the arm, I'm gaining valuable data, trying to improve with each throw. And not long after,
That looks good. Yes! Strike.
despite the odd blunder,
Oh, come on.
I was starting to get the hang of it.
Good start. But there is no time to spare.
And I'm having a great time too.
This is great.
With 2 strikes and 2 spares,
Bingo.
not a terrible start.
I've got a long way to go.
So let's lock in.
No. I'm living here until I get a perfect game.
Oh, that's crazy.
Need to get 12 strikes in a row.
Oh wow.
Oh, please forgive my massive earring. Tricky. Bit of fun. I've definitely improved. I'm so good at bowling. Here we go. 2 in a row. That's me celebrating.
To spur me on after my first few hours of bowling, I'd invited friends of the channel Kieran Carlin and Zach Jalab to join for a game.
Oh, that's good.
No, oh, that looks good. Oh, oi!
Call me Arthur Scargill because I'm organising a strike.
What? You wouldn't get
And
it.
you know what? This bowling malarkey ain't so bad.
Hey!
They'd even bought me a thoughtful gift to help me on my journey.
Increasing your odds of throwing a strike.
Okay.
If your ball is hooking too far to one side, you may just need to adjust how you throw. So basically just be better, I think is the
exactly. Yeah.
After they left, it was time to get serious, and my next game gave me hope that this was possible.
1. Two. Good start. 3. Okay. Now we're cooking on gas. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Okay. This is the most I've ever got. No stress. It's just 4. Number 5. It's nice and steady. Nice and smooth. Go on. Go on. Go on. Yes! I've never had this many, but my heart is starting to pound. This is for 6. No, no.
A low moment, for sure.
Okay,
I finished off the game with a few more strikes, but I'd given my all in that one.
that's my best score. 213, got 7 strikes in total. It's by far and away the most amount of strikes I've got in one go. I need some food, but it's progress. That's what I'm taking from this, it's progress. I'm optimistic. I'm also bloody tired.
There was no rest for the wicked, however, as I had a job to do. So I carried on bowling into the night. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't beat my 5 strikes in a row.
Go on, go on, go on. Got a strike. It's just annoying that there's a spare in between them.
Before I knew it, I'd been bowling for over 7 hours, and it was already time for Stroud Bowl to close.
See you tomorrow.
Then after the final staff member went home for the evening, I had free reign of Stroud Bowl.
I have the place to myself.
And after a long, hard day of bowling, I thought I deserved some me time.
Time for some fun.
And it's saying something that even the rigged arcade games felt easier to beat
Take it!
than the main challenge I was here for.
Probably shouldn't be scared of it coming down.
But after a brief but welcome distraction, I was done for the day.
Past midnight. I should probably get ready for bed.
And I was taking the no leaving the bowling alley part of this challenge very seriously. But that doesn't mean I couldn't enjoy a few home comforts.
Nice and comfy.
The things with ideas like this are always a funny idea until you're getting ready for bed in the disabled loo of a bowling alley in Gloucestershire.
And after lights out, the whole place took on a completely different feel.
This is so creepy. I absolutely hate this.
But tomorrow was another day, and if day one was anything to go by, it would be another long one. So into my sleeping bag I went to try and get some sleep.
Good night.
You'll never do it, Max. You'll never knock us down. No balls are troubling us today. I'm a pin. But if I do ever leave here, I'm gonna need a holiday. And for that, I'm gonna need the perfect travel tool, Saily.
The sponsor of today's video.
It's the easiest way to get mobile data while traveling. No overpriced roaming fees, no hunting for SIM cards at the airport. Just download the Saily app, pick a plan, and you're online instantly with an eSIM. Here we go. But you might be asking, what is an eSIM? Well, it's a digital SIM card that connects you to local networks without needing to do any of those pesky SIM swaps. Very easy. No more fiddling about with a paperclip or these things in the hotel car park. If I ever escape this bowling alley, I think I'm headed straight to Aruba. And with Saily, I can check that Aruba is covered. So I can choose a 7-day plan and activate it instantly. That means more moolah for margaritas. Oh, I haven't told you the best part.
And if you use the code MAXFOSH at checkout, you get 15% off.
So just download the Saily app or go to www.saily.com/MaxFosh. Right, back to my snooze.
It's 3 in the morning. I can't really sleep.
I wasn't sure whether it was the cold, hard floor or the enormity of the wager I'd locked myself into, but I couldn't sleep. So I decided to get back onto the grind.
Day 2.
I felt awful. Last night had shown some glimpses of promise. 5 strikes, not bad, but I was staring down the barrel of another day on the boards.
Day 2. Yesterday I got 5 strikes in a row. I feel confident, I'm pretty sore, but this morning I've got a lesson.
Yes, judging from yesterday's performance, I was still a long way off the perfect game, so I needed some guidance.
Morning, boys.
And that guidance would come in the form of manager Shay and pro bowler Mark Patrick. He is a member of the GB bowling team and the proud owner of 10 perfect games.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Quite
Comfortable?
sore. I'm quite sore this morning. Was it comfortable? That is where I spent the night. That is a wooden floor, Mark. Is that the first time anyone's ever slept?
Yeah, first time, yeah.
I guess I'm honoured with that fact. I think I need a lesson.
Before my training could begin, I think they just really wanted to show off.
Oh, there we go. That went well.
It was pretty clear why Mark did this for a living.
That was remarkable. Do it again. Do it again. you want to show them your bowling muscle?
That is the bowling muscle there. It's the only muscle we've got that's rock hard.
That was your best one.
I'll teach you one day.
So you guys know how to bowl?
Mark and Shay had a particular technique that they wanted to teach me. When we see bowling on the telly, they are always able to spin the ball into the pins, and they believe that this would give me the best chance of the perfect game.
Just come round it with your wrist and your fingers rather than your arm.
There was one glaring issue. I couldn't lift their balls.
No, not like that. Their balls were heavy. That makes it worse.
God, that's so heavy! Jeez!
So you...
How big's this one? Oh no, I can't do any of that.
After finding some smaller balls, I gave their technique a go.
There you go.
Something to work with.
It seemed like this may be my ticket out of here.
Eurotha's going to pick up. Go on.
Oh, yeah.
I can do the spinny thing!
Until I spoke to Mark.
So when did you start bowling?
I was 8,
When did you get your first 300?
18, so it took me 10 years.
Do you think I'll be able to get 300? Really?
No, absolutely no way. That would be mega impressive, day 2.
Thank you very much.
I hit the boards armed with my new skill set.
Definitely getting better. I can now do the spinny thing. Sexy bosh!
But my consistency was still nowhere near where I needed it to be.
Oh, come on. Too little spin, too much spin. Bloody hell.
And finally, my 2 days of constant bowling was starting to take its toll.
Not a bad game. Best was 3 strikes in a row there. I got 6 strikes in the game. Been doing this for 3 hours or so. I'm just absolutely knackered. The fatigue from yesterday is already set in. I think I'm just going to have a bit of a break.
This was getting less and less fun. I was sore, I was tired, and I just wanted it to end. And with Mark's prediction ringing in my ears,
Do you think I'll be able to get 300?
No.
Really?
No, absolutely no way.
my morale was at rock bottom.
It hurts to pick it up. My forearm.
And to add insult to injury, it seemed like I was getting worse. And I could barely stand, let alone bowl.
This is useless. I haven't been able to beat 5 strikes in a row, and that was nearly 24 hours ago now. Just don't have the power and strength to keep going.
Faced with the grim realization that a perfect game may well be out of reach, I needed some time to think.
There's people right outside my tent. I'm not in a good space. My fingers are basically permanently bent into that position. I can't really straighten them more than that. And I've been thinking a lot about Zach. Yesterday, he was pants, but as soon as he used the ramp, he got 2 nines and a strike. So my plan is, when everybody leaves bowling alley tonight, I'm going to see if there's any way I can use the ramps. At the moment, it's the only option I've got because I just cannot bowl.
As the final patrons of the day finished their games and headed home to their warm beds, for me, it was time for a change of tact. With 30 hours down and barely any closer to achieving my goal, I finally admitted that I might need some help.
I'm just going to line it up. Okay, not bad. That was slightly left. I'm going to move that to the right.
But as I quickly discovered,
Too far right.
bowling with a ramp wasn't exactly the cheat code I was hoping for.
How has that gone in the gutter? That makes no sense.
And even bowling with a mechanical aid required a certain level of technique.
Ah. So if I push this on the left-hand side of the ball, it will go in the left gutter, just like that. If I push this on the right, it will spin into the right gutter. There we go. So if I just drop the ball and hold on to the ramp, it will then go absolutely gun barrel straight. Yes, good, 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 good. Go on. Yes!
I was onto something.
Exactly the same ball, exactly the same ramp. Go on. Yes!
2 strikes in a row. But how far could my new strategy take me?
Okay. Centre pin. Yes!
My accuracy was way up.
Yes! Come on! I'm not spending another night. It is currently 1:45 in the morning. this is my way out. The ramp you could class as cheating, but the length of time I've been here, I think it's okay for me to say this is the method that is going to work.
After tediously resetting the ramp to the precise angle and positioning for lane 1, I could near enough guarantee a clean strike.
Voila.
But I soon ran into a problem. Microscopic movements of the ramp caused by each roll would cause each subsequent attempt to become less and less accurate. And by the final rolls of the game, my lines were way out of whack. So all I had to do was duplicate the conditions of a perfect first roll.
If I pushed that down that ramp, it would get me a strike. I just need to do this for 12 lanes.
For every single lane. So I got to work.
Oh, close adjustment, left.
Not only was every lane and ramp ever so slightly different, so was every ball.
Oh God, that is not a straight ball.
And I had to find the perfect ball ramp lane combo.
So I curl in right at the end.
Bingo.
12 times in a row. Roll after roll, I was getting closer and closer, and to make sure each ramp was perfectly repeatable, I was meticulously recording every minute detail.
On lane 2, we've got a 14 weight, which is black. It is reference number 1063. It's FHL.
And if I'm being honest, looking back, I think I may have slightly lost my marbles.
Lane is slightly different, so therefore it needs to go left to right to left on a certain pattern. I'm now 8 up.
But amidst all the madness, I had found my true calling. Bowling on the baby ramps.
Finger holds to the left-hand side, line it up, let go. We'll slowly peel straight back into the pocket, a little bit like that. Got a strike.
And after working through the night on my 12 perfectly aligned lanes, I was finally ready for a real attempt.
First ball. It's online, it's online, it's online. Bingo, absolutely perfect. Number 2. It's away. Here we go. Online, online, online. Come into that pocket, into that pocket. Perfect.
One by one, each ball hit exactly as I'd predicted, bringing me closer and closer to my escape.
Go on. Here we go. Into the pocket. Yes! 6, 7. Come back. Yes! 8. Say that. 9, 10, 11. Here we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yes!
After 11 strikes in a row, for the first time ever.
One final one.
I'm gonna cry. All of them were perfect.
And it just went straight into the gutter.
That's brutal.
Turns out my perfect system wasn't so perfect. And after a thorough investigation, I think I'd found the weak link.
I've gone through every single one. They're all lined up perfectly. But this ramp is slightly different to the rest of them. You can tell that structurally it's weaker. Let's look at the bottom here. See, look how much it just moved. It's just not as strong as the others. 404.
Dejected, I returned to my boudoir for un petit breakdown.
Can't do it. Cannot bear to spend another night in here. But I also cannot set all of those ramps up again for it to fail on the last lane. I think they open in about 4 hours, so I then won't have access to all of the lanes, which means I won't be able to make another attempt until tomorrow night. Well, I guess it's tonight actually. I don't think I want to do that just for a stupid YouTube video.
After my self-pity session, I had no other choice but to reset and try again. Roll, reset, roll, reset. But despite all my effort, the dream of that perfect game felt further away than ever. But then, this happened.
Balls away. Here we go, into the pocket. Looking beautiful. Of course she is. Absolutely perfect. On to 2.
And a strange, unfamiliar feeling crept over me.
Feel good, feeling good. Oh, it's in the pocket perfectly. Yes, thank you too.
A feeling of triumph.
This is the one, the big left to right in swinger. Looking good. Absolutely perfect. 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Nice! Comes back, sticks it centre, sticks it centre. Yes, okay. Here's 6, here's 6. Come on, come on. That's perfect. Perfect! 7, 7. Yeah, nice, 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 nice! Boom! Stay there, stay there, stay there. Perfect! Yes! Please, come back, come back, come back, come back. Yes! Please. Yes!
11 strikes in a row for the second time ever. The bowling alley was opening in a matter of hours, and once I lose access to all of the lanes, I'm not sure that I'd ever get another chance. Deep down I knew this was my last opportunity. The last time I was here, the final ramp let me down. So this time, it was down to me.
Day 1, hour 0.
Just for a stupid YouTube video.
I think I'll be able to get 300.
Absolutely no way.
I can go home.
But before I do, I had one final thing to attend to. Make sure you download Saily by clicking the link in the description.